Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. There's a new comment from David Schwartz, who is Ripple's CTO, co-creator of the XRP ledger, and he answered somebody's question. What was his question? Well, somebody wanted to know why people are so angry at Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse lately. And David Schwartz, being the honest, open individual that he is, he gave the real deal answer. And I'm going to be sharing that with you in this video. Get ready for this hot jam coming at you. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button. You know that I'd appreciate it. It's good for the algorithm on the YouTubes. It makes sure that the good word coming from the Moon Lambo will reach more people. Because if you like it, if you hit that like button, you hit that thumbs up, YouTube is much more likely to promote this video to others. It's how the virus spreads, my friend. And also go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. Because why the hell not? You ain't got nothing better to do. Now, I want to start by setting the table properly here. And you'll understand why you need to know this before I go any further into explaining David Schwartz's answer to the question about Brad Garlinghouse and why so many people are just furious at this man. You guys familiar with XRP, the Standard Productions? I've covered some of his stuff on the channel before. I like this. It's basically, so XRP, the Standard Productions runs a blog on Coil, and it's the XRP community equivalent of The Onion. And if you don't know what The Onion is, then just Google that. I'm not going to explain that any further. But it's pure satire. It's just fake news about XRP. It's hilarious. I love the strong majority of what this guy puts out here. It's just it gets me laughing. So I just end up in stitches, and I usually have a minimum of 2 to 4 chuckles that are audible during a reading of a piece from XRP, the Standard Productions. Like, just like that. That's exactly what it sounds like. I sit here just sounding like Kris Kringle laughing by the crackling fire, man. That's how Moon Lamb will be rolling up in here reading these XRP, the Standard Production pieces. And so I got to run through this one. So here's the one that this is so. I love this. You'll see why in a second. Just wait till we get to what David Schwartz said. So here's this one's titled. And it's playing into things that are actually happening into the real world, which you will understand, and I don't think I need to explain. This one's titled, Brad Garlinghouse Statue Toppled by Angry XRP Holders. Pulling strenuously on an industrial strap while chanting, "Where's the bank money?" Hundreds of angry XRP holders converged in downtown San Francisco Friday to topple a statue of Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. "You promised us dozens of banks," screamed 3-year-old XRP holder Leonard Mingus, stirring a reckless fervor in the surrounding mob. "Where's our banks? Where's our utility? Where's our moon? We want answers." Yeah, I'm Moon, I'm here. And then there's a picture you can see here of a Nagabo. You may be familiar with this individual. Runs a YouTube channel. And here's a caption for the picture. Angry XRP holder Nagabo proudly taking a picture in front of the toppled statue of Brad Garlinghouse in downtown San Francisco. The shadow magic practitioner has been one of the most outspoken XRP holders concerning the poor market performance of the digital asset. A little bit of truth to that. But, a spokesperson for Ripple has informed XRP production reporters that, I'm pretty sure it's just one guy, which makes it even more funny, that the company has expressed time and again that we do not control the price of XRP, but will continue to build out its ecosystem. That's some bull S-word right there. I gotta censor it. Said Nagabo. "Where's the mother F-worded bank money at?" How do you want me to censor that? Mother F-worded bank money. That's the best I can do. "I'm glad we pulled down that Barry Manilow ass statue." I'll say the word ass, so I can do a little bit of that. Barry, you gotta love that. "I'm glad we pulled down that Barry Manilow ass statue." That is hysterical here. So what ultimately happened? Well, I saw this tweet from XRP, the Standard Productions, and it reads as follows. "Second greatest day of my life. David Schwartz, troll extraordinaire, hilarious, with 3 laughy emojis to indicate that it's more comical than your standard situation where maybe it would only call for 1 laughing emoji. So this is not 1, not 2, but 3 laughing emojis, so you know that something intense is going on here in the realm of comedic type writings. So what is it? Well, it's this. David Schwartz answered a question on Quora, and he's very active on Quora. I've covered some of the stuff that he's written about on Quora. Some of it's about crypto. It's mostly about non-related stuff, so I don't cover too much of that too terribly frequently. But this is a good one. So somebody wrote the following question. Why are XRP holders so furious lately at Brad Garlinghouse that they toppled his statue? So it's what, on the surface, if you have no context, it doesn't make any freaking sense, but it's what sounds like a serious question about a Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse statue being toppled, and this is all stemming from this fake piece from XRP, the Standard Productions, which is hysterical to me. But David Schwartz saw this, and he responded, damn it, and you know what he wrote? Just a couple sentences. This is gold. He answered it in a very serious manner. I like it. I mean, he's joking, obviously, but he wrote the following. I think it's just the number of Brad Garlinghouse statues that has caused their anger. These things have been popping up in every city in the nation these days, and I think people are just sick of them. That's right. Brad Garlinghouse. I know there's one down in my town square locally. And then somebody named Shane Schofield, I assume that's how you pronounce that, also responded. And so he's experiencing the same problem. Check this out. It's happening in across the pond, as they say. And he wrote the following. I live in a cul-de-sac in deepest, darkest England. We have 2 Brad Garlinghouse statues, and the local council are erecting a 3rd. Oh, man, I got to admit, as big a fan as I am of Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and all this, that sounds like far too many Brad Garlinghouse statues. Like, that is just at least 1 too many, if not like 50 to 1,100 too many. That's a lot of Brad Garlinghouse statues. And I get it. I mean, he's a fantastic CEO for Ripple. I got it. Man, that's a lot of statue action there. So I feel the pain here. Are you listening to this? Are you also having this problem? Are you seeing Brad Garlinghouse statues erected all over the place? I'll tell you what, I certainly am locally. They're. I'll tell you what. You know how there's at least where I live anyway. It seems like there's a freaking Walgreens every block. There are even more Brad Garlinghouse statues where I live than there are Walgreens. Now that should tell you something, man. That is seriously something. So it's becoming a bit invasive in life, but what are you gonna do, man? If this is what the people want, but there's another side where people are just like, no, man, this is absolutely too much. Knock it off with the Brad Garlinghouse statues, damn it. Here's another Quora answer that was unrelated that I just thought it was a nice answer. So we'll go from something that was just comical to something a little bit more on the serious side. But I like it. I like this perspective, and so I thought I'd share it with you because I share this mindset with David Schwartz. And so there's this question on Quora. If most millionaires don't own fancy cars, houses, or clothes, then what's the point in working so hard just to have money sitting in the bank? Well, when I was younger, maybe I didn't have a great question for that. Maybe when I was like 10, but it's pretty clear. I'm 37 now, and it's pretty clear to me what the answer to that is. Here's what David Schwartz said, though, and he's got 8 points. So here's number 1: to be certain that you will always have a place to stay. Number 2: to be certain that you will always have food on your table. 3: to be certain that your children will always have a place to stay and food to eat. 4: to be certain that your family will be okay even if you cannot keep working. Number 5: to enable you to take time off when you need to or want to. Number 6: to allow you to make life better for people who need help. Number 7: to allow you to live at your own pace. And 8: to be more free from worries of all kinds. Exactly. And so for me, I'm not a particularly materialistic type of human, which is very different than not liking nice stuff. Of course I love nice stuff. I'm just saying that I'm not the type that needs that to be happy. The type of people that need that to be happy, there's got to be something else going on. There may be some narcissism, insecurity, feeling the need to showboat and brag about your physical possessions. Even if it does make you feel good, just beware that to everybody else that you're doing that around, they just think you're a complete douche. So it'd be advisable to not behave like that. So even if you think it makes you feel good and you're high and mighty, people just will like you less. And it's just sad. It's pathetic. It's just a complete misunderstanding of like what makes life valuable and actually worth living. So I'm on board with everything David Schwartz said here. It's just more about having freedom. It's about not having to worry. Those are the two big ones to me. Like those are absolutely the biggest ones. It's just being free and not having that type of worry that financial freedom can certainly bring. But having a bunch of stuff. I mean, not that it's not like I'm against Lambos. I mean, come on, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I'm cool. Like, win Moon, win Lambo. I mean, Friday 2 p.m. Just sit tight. We're almost there. But yeah, that stuff's all well and good. It's just it's not what's going to result in genuine happiness. That is absolutely true. Because the neat thing is, you might think, well, how could that ever happen? Well, come on, think about it in your own life. Anytime you've ever gotten a new toy, whatever it is, maybe it's a new television, or I don't know, maybe you got some AirPods and you like those. Just pick your product. It doesn't have to be a technology thing. What is it? Well, a new car. Okay. You get some pleasure out of that, and some things you're going to enjoy for a longer period of time. But most of the stuff you get, you just become acclimated to it, and then the joy goes away. Maybe you're kind of happy that you have it, but that's not true happiness. That's not where it comes from. And so to think that you need to spend all this money if you have it rather than keep it safely invested is just a misunderstanding of what's important in life. And so here you go, David Schwartz completely nailing it, unrelated to anything crypto specifically. But it's David Schwartz, and I liked what he said, so I just thought I'd share it in wrapping up this video. So there you go. That's it for this one. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo!